Yo, what's good, YouTube? I am the Present Trader, better known as TPT Concepts. Today is July 28th, 2026. The time is now 9:13 a.m. I will be trading SPY here today. But before we get into the charts, let's get a word from Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Today's word comes from Romans chapter 12, verse 10, and it reads, Love each other with genuine affection and take delight in honoring each other. Okay? And I'm going to read this one more time. Romans chapter 12, verse 10. Love each other with genuine affection and take delight in honoring each other. Okay. And like I said before, I'm getting these verses now from this book my grandma gave me, God's Little Instruction Book for Men. And it's a quote to come along with it. We too often love things and use people when we should be using things and loving people. Okay, I'm going to read it one more time. We too often love things and use people when we should be using things and loving people. All right. In Jesus' name, amen. And I am personally working on that as we speak. All right. Loving people other than, of course, your family. You know what I'm trying to say? All right. Okay. When you first come to the charts, you'll always come to forexfactor.com, see if you have any news. All right. This is not financial advice, but when news is coming out, I've learned my lesson to just wait. We have an orange folder, medium impact expected at 10 a.m. All right. So we will be mindful of that. Market opens in about 15 minutes. So let's get into a top down analysis. If you are new to the channel, I would greatly appreciate a like and subscribe. All right. And if you're not new, let's hop into it. All right. So the previous daily candle closed bearish. All right. So we're coming in today with a what? Bearish bias. And it doesn't mean that you're just sticking to sales. Just like yesterday, we were bullish and we took sales. You can watch the video from yesterday. Okay. All right. And I showed you guys how I am marking my levels now using the daily time frame. Yesterday, high day. All right. Yesterday's low day. All right. So this is what we're trading in between. And if you go watch my video from yesterday, we talked about this wick being filled on the daily time frame yesterday. That's how we were able to find our positions on lower time frames. Okay. So you can see here in the pre-market, we're kind of moving up here. Not much volume. Let's go down to the 1 hour. Okay. So this is what we have on the 1 hour time frame. So clearly your price get below 735.91. I would want to be a seller coming down to these levels here. All right. See if we can feel this wick. All right, I'll use this area right here. All right, as a nice take profit. If we can get below yesterday's low of day. All right. But as you can see here, the market is somewhat trending up right now. Okay. But I'll be patient. I'm not trading the first 15 minutes as usual. All right, we'll take a look at my mentor in a minute. So pretty much what we have here is, uh, okay. We did get a 1 hour candle to close inside of this navigation zone, which is this wick. that led to this push down. All right. So we get buyers to close above here. You see these nice clean candles to the left. Could possibly come retest yesterday's high of day. Advantage point over here to the left. Just trying to keep it more simple for myself and hopefully for viewers as well, for you guys. And it's okay if these first buys out the open just shoot up. Hopefully we can get something like this. Boom. Something like that. All right. As far as the sales, it could be something like that coming down. All right, so this would be a range two buy, which is pretty much just a break and retest because we do have a bearish bias on the day. All right, let me show you guys my one note here. All right, bearish bias above the range. We got range two breakout, break and retest, or a seller replay. These are the options for buys here today. All right, and we will wait patiently for that. If we don't see it, no trade. All right, price action. I have a bearish bias here today on SPY because the previous daily candle closed bearish. We are not getting much movement in the pre-market, which could mean this will be a low volume trading day. I'm curious to see where the VIX will be trading at around 10 to 10:30 a.m. because that's when I take most of my setups. That's when my setup appears the most. We have a lot of clean traffic to the left, but I definitely would need a range to buy today. Expect for price to move crazy out the open, bro. Just be patient. All right, that was at 8:18 a.m. At 9:05. I have to be patient for buys today. A lot of clean traffic to the left. I will wait for a pullback to retest a resistance. No breakout buys for me today. Good. All right. Time is now 9:20. Mm, top down analysis is done. No. Top down analysis done. Now here comes the hard part, which is waiting for the edge to appear. All right. Look at my boy.
Who actually might be the play today, so we'll see.
Let's take a look at these earnings today. All right. We do have 191 earnings today, so we may get some volume. Okay. We'll be patient here. All right. We got Visa, Coke, who else? The Boeing Company. Okay. S&P Global. So we have some pretty big earnings here today. So we'll stay tuned in with that. We got news at 10 a.m. Top down analysis is done. All right. I'm going to get a picture of this. All right. You see here? You can make it simple. The Google spreadsheet just to keep everything in line. The time is now, wow, it's 9:22. That's crazy. Alrighty. Okay. So again, what we have here is yesterday's low of day, yesterday's high of day, and we have clean traffic here coming up to the left for buys. And if we get below yesterday's low of day, then we could take sales coming down to fill this wick. All right. And possibly retest the support here. So that's what I have here today for SPY. Okay, and again, I would greatly appreciate some likes, subscribe if you appreciate the content, and you want to reach out to me. Here's my Instagram. I really do pray that you guys are getting value from these videos. I pray that I'm making trading simple. Okay, pretty much just waiting for candles to close. Okay. Let's see if I can pull up the trade I took yesterday, just in case you don't get around to the video. Okay. You see, I was bullish on the day, waited for range two breakouts. Okay. Range one, range two. Waited for a candle with a top and bottom wick. Waited for the current candle to make a top wick. I entered a break of these lows. All right. And I was targeting this support level down here. Okay. And as you can see, this clean traffic right here to the left. Okay. Clean candles. Okay. I think my boy might be waiting on this celery play. Meditate buys coming up.
All right, let's see what this 30 minutes got for us. We got 4 minutes left.
Like I said, watching professional traders will definitely help you out with your patience. And seeing them lose trades will help you with taking losses as long as you risk accordingly. And speaking of that, let's let it be known live market connected, real time data. All right. And I also want to show you guys one more thing here to be transparent. We're a little bit more than halfway through the year. Okay. From January 1st of this year till today. All right. Because you know how this works on Charles Schwab. I'm up 8.76% on my account. All right. I'm doing the best I can here, guys. Okay. Thanks for joining me on my road to profitability. I end this year green. Then we can safely say it took me about roughly 2.5 years or a little over 2 years to figure this thing out. Okay. Thank you guys for all the support. Those who are, because this number would not be possible without the support of my wife, um, my mom, my family, my brothers, my cousins, aunties, grandmas, uncle, auntie, everybody. Man. Seriously, help me not give up. And I want you to pay attention to the curve. I did good starting out the year. Then you saw me not follow my plan. Then I kind of went stagnant right up in here. Then I dropped off. And then as of late, I've been coming back around. Okay. All right. Time is now 9:27 a.m. Market opens in about less than 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna just wait here. I'm gonna just wait. If you notice, I may not be marking my ranges quote unquote the same, but I'm still staying out of choppy ranges. All right. You see here, I'm waiting for these buys for this clean traffic. And I'm waiting for these cells to do what? Come fill what? The wick over here to the left because wicks get filled during times of high value. Okay. Wow, this 1 hour candle made a top wick look like it's trying to come break these lows right before the market opens. And I'm sure a lot of retail traders or those who are able to trade in the pre-market may have got in on this breakout of this resistance. As you can see right here, I have no breakout buys for me today. Okay. Boom. Or range 2. Okay. Range 2 is different from a regular breakout. Okay. Trading non-negotiables, let's go over them. No revenge trading. Execute when edge appears. Go with first instinct. No clean traffic, no trade. No clean traffic, no trade. Plan the trade, trade the plan. Top down analysis required. 1 to 2 trades a day. No FOMO. Okay. Daily focus, always thinking probabilities, risk accordingly. No trade unless navigation zone is breached. Mm, Navigation zone has been breached. Okay. If the market pushes down, give us a closure below here. We're looking for some sales. Other than that, let's be patient.
Make the font bigger. Yeah, I'll
Yet another reason I watch professional traders when I trade is because seeing as though I'm trading by myself, watching them helps me not get FOMO, not jump into stupid trades and things of that nature. I don't trade the first 15 minutes anyway. Okay, so we'll just wait to see how the first 15-minute candle close. All right. But we did see price come up, reject, and now it's breaking these lows. The VIX is trading at about, you could say 19. VIX is trading at 19. You see here? VIX trading at 19. We've got about 2 million people in the market trading SPY right now. I'll just be patient.
1 hour has been back above here, so we'll see what happens. But we're breaking the lows now, so we're trying to move down. It's been a struggle on the move up here, but this is 9:30 here. Yeah, I got nothing. I really got nothing. Anything above 25 is still bullish for me. 15 closed bear. Yeah, so I like the idea of taking maybe buys above on at 9:45 here if we can get that closure. Let's look at NQ. Oof, nothing there on NQ. Thought we might get a move up. All right, we'll let 9:30 do its thing here on NQ. Gold, we got nothing for 9:30 yet, so just ranging. Just ranging.
There's nothing.
No more seed oils. There you go. Hey Tyler, if you can send us a message, an email, info. I'll just type it to you in the chat. The team is on standby, brother, to service you for all your wants and needs. Just hit them up. Thoughts on sells? I like them a little better. What's up, Ken Hart? I like them a little better, bro. Below the support here. Yeah, they're a little iffy at the moment. A little iffy. Everything's a little iffy right now. Oh, we got 10 a.m. news here. Yeah, we got an orange folder at 10. Let's see how that goes. We got FOMC tomorrow too. Yeah, that's a big reason why we could range here. Johnny's late today. Where is he? Is John here, Gareth?
I think he's here.
Oh, he
I
is.
saw, I
Alright,
saw
let's
him
pull
in the
up.
chat. I think Magnus might be here as well. I've seen them both in the chat so far.
Okay, like my boy said, pretty much nothing so far. People that trade out the open, if you caught these sales coming down, that's not bad at all. All right, nice retest of this wick here. Broke the previous candle lows. Price could potentially come on down. But yeah, I'll wait. I will wait. All right, we're approaching this pre-market support level. Let's say we break through this, then get a closure below the yesterday's lower day. Sellers could be in control, giving us more conviction. And the buyers get up above this resistance here, could possibly want to push on up. And to be honest, if I don't find a position by like 11:30, 11:45-ish, I'll call it a session. But today I may keep these ranges up and may look at the afternoon session between like 1 and 3, or 1 and 2:45, something like that. Because maybe, I don't know, the pullback could happen, anything. But for now, we're just going to wait. Again, we have price come up, retest this level, broke the previous count of lows, was unable to break this support level right here, not just yet. Okay, so in order for the bonds to be valid, the support level has to hold. All right, and then we get through it, close below here. Then we'll be thinking about some sales. Okay, the hard part about trading is waiting. All right.
There's
That's the
Johnny
sign we're
Cash.
making money.
You guys know.
But as you can see, my boy got a community, he got his brother, you know what I'm saying, trading amongst people. So that's why I put this up here, you know, so if people want to reach out, trade together. All right. Help each other with our plans. You know, most importantly, just be consistent with it. All right. So prices breached the navigation zone on the 1 hour time frame. The opening candle made a top wick, then broke the previous candle lows. I will wait for these candles to close. I have my plan already. No thinking, bro. Literally just wait and do nothing. That's the real work. And if slash when my edge appears, I execute with absolutely no fear. All right. If it sounded like I was reading that, it's because I was at 9:32 a.m. Price action. If the setup isn't perfect, no entry. So pretty much throughout the day as a trader, you just keep having positive reinforcements. Okay. I told myself to expect price to move up or down off the open very fast to get me to get FOMO. I have to stop doing that and just relax. You see what my boy doing on his.
Profits. That's where I put a lot of our like recaps of the trades and little trading clips. Rich
Looking forward to
lives.
the next meetup, man.
Rich, I got you in some of the picks. I got Envy in a bunch.
Hey,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm excited to see these picks, man.
What car? That was McLaren 720S, the Spider. Yeah, that was a good car, man. Honestly, that was probably one of the fastest cars, if not fastest car I ever drove. All right, cool. This 1 hour is coming down now, so this looks good. We need a closure on the 1 hour. Would have loved to see the closure on that last 1 hour candle. Jay Coop's in there. Trust me, there's a ton of pics of Jay Coop. Green. I got Green bowling.
Nice. Sure, they came out sick.
Everyone. Yeah, we got everyone. A1. Celery. I got my zone right here. Same zone from the beginning of the session. 40.25.
My bad. I think I was on mute. What I was saying was let's talk about price action. We got a choppy range here in the pre-market, a fake out, nice top wick with the previous kind of lows. Coming down to retest this support now, breaking it. Previous 30-minute and 15-minute had little bottom whips. Alrighty. So price, let's push it down, filling this daily whip. Made a little top whip, and then immediately has been pushing down ever since. Okay, the Bears are in. When you wait for candles to close, sometimes price is going to run, and that's okay. Yeah. 15-minute goes strong, bearish. Gotta be patient, just wait on price action.
We're gonna get a 4-hour closure too in 15 minutes, so maybe we close above the 4-hour range as well.
Yep. We're hunting. We're hunting. Would have loved the opportunity at 9:30, but I made a rule today, right? And that rule was anything that is still above 24, 25 is still, no good for sales. Not saying that it's not good. It's just saying no good for me.
Yeah.
Not you, just me.
Great point. Going back to what we always talk about, there's no right or wrong here. It's just, can you be consistent to a plan long enough for it to produce edge?
Puts down here, out the open. Dun, 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 dun. All right, we see this bullish candle here to not have a bottom wick. The market has came and gave it one, so I can definitely see a lot of traders blowing their accounts during the summer months. Oh, righty. Person came out to fill this range. Let's just be patient here and wait on price action. you see how we drew this navigation zone before the market opened? You see how price reacted to it? Right. It looked like we came to yesterday's low of day and rejected. Okay, so let's see where the high of day is. High of day is right here. Okay. So taking buys above here to see if we can get this clean traffic from yesterday. It's not bad. And if sellers step back in and break these lows, I'm taking sales coming down. Time is now 9:50 a.m. 15-minute candle made a nice bottom wick. It's coming back up. All right, so this how the daily time frame looked. Like I said, it was a little wick. All right, for a daily candle, it just pushed straight down. But again, if sellers are able to come back and break these lows, I'll be thinking about some sales. And again, we got a higher day right here. So if we break it, we could be looking at some buys coming up. Other than that, we just gotta be patient and wait on price action. Time is on 9:51 a.m. We got about 7 minutes for this 15-minute candle to close. And again, we are bearish, so I'm not going to be taking a buy off a support. I'm not going to be taking an onion play here. Really just wait. This price broke through the support level. Nice top wick to come retest it. We break these lows. We may continue pushing down. And again, I am going to wait for some closures below though, just for more conviction. Okay. So clearly, this navigation zone was breached, caused this sell to come down. We got a pre-market support level right here. First it's over. This leads to this. All right. Price went up, made a resistance, pulled back, made resistance, pulled back, went to this advantage point. So, but if we closing below all of this, sellers could definitely be in control. That's my boy up there. He just woke up. The navigation zone just helps me be a little more cautious. That's all. There's a lot of orders in these wicks. We got 4 minutes. 4 minutes here. Yeah, the VIX is trading at 19.25. I'll be going low risk here today. Talking about. Okay. So we got less than 4 minutes. So here's what we have here. We get a closure inside of this navigation zone, which is below this pre-market support right here. I'll patiently wait for a top wick, and then I will enter the break of these lows. Okay. I'm definitely going to need a top wick on the next candle. Okay. Others are stepping in here. Less than 2 minutes. Credit is a fixture trader. 19 point. All right. About 30 seconds for this 1 hour to close. And again, sellers look that they are trying to close below the support. So this next candle gives us a top wick. I'm gonna enter the break of these lows. So we are coming to make a nice top work. So if we break yesterday's low, yeah, that'll be breaking the daily low, the 4 hour low, and the 1 hour low, and the 30 minute. And again, we close below the support, making a nice top wick on the current candle. So yeah, we break yesterday's low of day. I will be short if we can come back down. But this 1 hour candle, keep in mind, open no bottom wick. Hmm. Wow.
Why
100%.
do you need $39
Remember I told
a
you
month?
guys last time when you and your mentor had the same trade aligned at the wow. I'm thinking about going short as well. That's crazy. You see at the exact same time. Oh man. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. That's how you guys know. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. I'm curious to see if we feel this whip. And again, I'm not getting in when the candle flip bearish. I'm getting in when it break yesterday's low of day. And I'm just going off probabilities. All right. The market can do anything. Just like yesterday. It could activate me and come on Back up and chop, 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 chop. All right. But my edge has appeared. I'm bearish. Got a closure below the pre-market support. All right. This candle's making a nice top wick inside the navigation zone. So if we break these lows, I will be short. Okay. My stop loss would be more than likely the bottom of this navigation zone. It only makes sense if price get back above here, we could potentially push back up. But for now, this candle has opened with no bottom wick and is pushing up. All right. So let's see here. Yes, sir. Now, so when we trade, gotta be mindful.
You can't be so cheap all the time, John.
My
Yeah, y'all
granddad
see
used to.
how the algo is lazy. My bad. How the algo is lazy. Look, come on, man. It's doing the same thing on gold. It's doing here. And if you stretch this to the left, it's not a bad buy at all. But I told you where I want to be a buyer. 15-minute closes in less than 9 minutes. Again, we pushed up with no bottom wick. And as day traders, all we're doing is just following price action. That's it.
Money tends to go out and recruit, and it comes back with more and more. It's one of the laws, you know. Don't know how it works, don't know why it works, can't explain it, but it tends to be a law. I remember my uncle. He said, "Nick, you always talk about money. Money doesn't make you happy." And I go, "How would you know, dude? How would you know?" Yo,
How would you know,
I
dude?
swear, this guy looked like he was about to punch me in the face. He stopped. No one ever interrupted him like that. He was this hardcore, older farm guy, you know, like, and I just stopped, and he was always talking crap about my business and, you know, all this stuff. And I was, you know, selling different products, and he'd be like, "Yeah, that toilet paper, you know, hurts my ass, blah, 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 blah," and all this stuff. And, you know, one day you're just like, "Hey, you're always talking about money." I was like, "Yo, how would you know, dude? Because you don't ever get any. So how would you know if money makes you happy or not?" He was just like, "Yeah, nothing to say.
So that's my dog.
Yeah, nothing to say."
Oh man. Oh, stop. Okay, it look like price tried to come down here. All right. So we can break these lows. I'm gonna be short. Let me short here on SPY. Man. Okay, my boy still got his sell stop there too. But yeah, if you notice how I have my own ideas or whatever, and then I flip back and forth. He just so happened to have one there too. Oh man. Dang, bro. Okay, so pretty much what my prediction which could either be correct or incorrect. Sellers close below this pre-market support. This top wick that price is creating now is a retest of this level here, the support. Buyers getting activated. I'm just curious to see if we come break these lows. And the low day from yesterday, will we continue to push down? Other than that,
As the primary, definition of success. So they spend a lot of their time and waste a lot of their relationships trying to go get it. So they don't have that balance. Like money is just like one piece of success. It's not necessarily the end all be all. It's definitely better to have some money, so because money creates choices and whatnot. But yeah, I think it's a bit of a coping mechanism. I think maybe they tried something early in life.
uh, Tuesday. All right, we got about 18 minutes for this 30-minute candle to close. I got my entry. I got where I'm gonna add. All right, price gave us a nice retest of this navigation zone after it was breached. Okay. And again, this wick, like it's on a retest. So if we break these lows, I will be short SPY. Stop loss will be right up in here. Okay. And again, I don't want to get it entered until the low of day from yesterday is broken. And then I'll have more conviction. See a price want to keep on moving down to again fill this wick right here. Oh wow, hold on a second. Price on came down, gave the candle a bottom wick and flip back bullish. Mm. And this is why we be patient and wait. All right, don't just hop into a sell or just hop into a buy. We have a plan behind it. This candle just created a low. So again, if it breaks its own low and yesterday's low of that, I definitely want to be in them shorts. 13 minutes, a little over 13 minutes for this 30-minute counter to close. Again, a lot of selling pressure out the open, closing below where buyers stepped in. So if we break these lows, I will be short. Okay. This is yesterday's low of day. All right, we close below it. Making a nice top wick to come retest it. If sellers are able to push down, I'll see if they want to keep going down to fill this hook to the left. If not, it's all good. We're just trading probabilities here. So make sure you risk accordingly. You know what I mean? So that's all we can do. That is all we can do. Okay, buyers tried to step in on the 15-minute and still close below. One hour made a bottom wick, flip bullish. Price kind of shopping around on the lower time frames. We got a high day is up here. All right, see what price want to do. little over 10 minutes for this 30-minute counter to close. Buyers are trying to hang in there for sure because this pre-market support level is important because it took us to the higher day. It took us to the high of day. All right. That boy almost about to get activated. Sitting here waiting patiently. Thanks again for all the support. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys can hear me clearly. Making sure I enter under this support, and this support. All right, the entry is below. And again, buyer tried to step in, close below, trading below the 9 period EMA as well. So this is why the hard part of trading is waiting, because you can't just hop in a position just because you're bored. Because I've done that plenty of times. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Hmm. Remember, the price is actually trying to make a support here near the low of day from yesterday. A little over 7 minutes. Wow, so for almost 23 minutes, buyers held, buyers are holding this low. That's why we can break it. Wow, they're holding it. They're holding it. And that's my son and nephew upstairs. Yes, here. I'm gonna have to get him in a minute. Hmm. All right, a little over 6 minutes. Time is now 10:23 a.m. Oh, my boy got activated. Nice bleeder. Look like he may about to close some partials.
He did. It took a while. What time is it? 10:30? Yeah, we waited pretty much all session for that. Would have loved 9:30, but couldn't really get a hold of him. But this one worked well. Look at that partial TP too. Sniper.
Good trade.
Made 1,500 for the day. Let's go. Nice. Not too many people are making 1,500
That's a
bucks.
good trade. Okay. So that's PY. And it's 30-minute. Wow. Look at us. Hmm. Niners are really holding it level. Trying to hold it. About 5 minutes. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. Okay. So price did come down to make that bottom wick. So we do have a low on this candle. 5 minutes into this 30-minute candle close. All right. I guess you got to tap back at break even.
For the 1 hour at that point, just like I planned from the very beginning of the trade. So from the session. So I didn't plan on taking shorts above 25. I plan on taking them below it. So for anyone say, oh, why didn't you take the shorts at 9:30? That's the only reason why, is because I made a plan and I stuck to it. So if you
Made a plan and we stuck to it. All right, got less than 3 minutes for this 30-minute candle to close. I'm gonna be honest. Supports and resistances inside of the navigation zone after it's got breached. Oh, let's see here. Let's see. Let's see. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Alrighty. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. A little over. And again, I'm using this as my navigation zone because it's with the pre-market support. Buyers are trying to hang in there as best they can. Less than 1 minute. So, like I did in the video before last, I believe. All right, you see how we wanted to be a seller, but a support is getting made, so buys could be in play. See if we can get a nice bottom wick. Because if we get a nice bottom wick, they want to take these buys coming up. Yeah, this is not a steep enough bottom wick for me. So price says juices and juices. Let's see. Mm, let's see. Okay. Well, price made a high, this candle, and now it's making a bottom wick. So I will be completely honest with you guys. If we break this high, I'll be activated and I will add more right here. Let's see. And again, I am bearish on the day, so this will be considered counter trend. So I am going low risk. Let the seller smash down and get below this low day. All right, and the shorts are being play. All right. Yeah, be breaking the 1 hour highs. Because again, we got selling pressure to break below the support. Buyers step back in. If they break the high with this clean candle to the left, I will be long. But if sellers stay in the market, all right, and break yesterday's lows, then I'll be a seller. You gotta be very adaptable and flexible in this market. All right, and I'm just trading identical price action. Price maker support here, here, it pushes up. Okay. Nice bullish celery here too. So I'm gonna just see what price want to do here. Keep my stop loss right here. All right, see if I can get a push up. And to be honest, if price break these lows, I don't want to be long because we came in, made a low. Okay. So price broke its own low. Dun, 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 dun. Whatever is pulling back. So I gotta be patient. But again, you see when we retest inside of this, we break some highs, we could potentially push up. So about 24 minutes, 24 minutes. I'm gonna enter here, add more here, see what the market want to do. All right. I'm not trading how I feel, I'm just trading what I see. Okay. SPY. Stop loss right here. Get some more. Want to see if we can fit this clean traffic here to the left. Yes, this is counter trend. Come on. Like I said, I was waiting for a pullback for buys. Price did pull back. Got a resistance to retest, so I took it. Uh, um, what time is it? About 10:30. So 10:30. Okay. Uh, Seller stepped in. We got a support made. Nice bottom wick for the previous candle highs. Okay, the light price is coming down on us, and that is okay. Might have could have been a little more patient, but it's all good. Again, I wanted to be a buyer down here if the sellers couldn't push through. So sellers tried to push through, we made a support. Nice bottom wick on the current candle, broke the previous candle high. So I could be liquidity today. So I should. We're about 20 minutes for this 1 hour candle to close. And again, we get stopped out, then I may think about flipping a switch here for shorts. But for now, I will hang on to these long switches, counter trend again. But I'm cool with buying out this support level. Okay, so and that's what I did. Trade was going in my favor. I added. Okay. If we break these highs, I'm gonna add more. To be honest, but for now, I'm gonna just wait, be patient, targeting this clean candles here to the left. Like I said, seller stepped in strong. Buyers held this support level. So this would be my only trade here for today. That's the price action I saw. Okay, to tell you the truth, I'm gonna add a little more here. Almost. I was just about to add, and then price pulled back on me. All right, it's all good. Let's be patient here and just wait on price action. That's all we can do. Thanks again for all the support. Okay. Like I said, I didn't want to take the breakout buy, but price did create a resistance and support. So and we retested this level like we did in the pre-market. And when we retest this level, we pushed up here to this advantage point. So see if we can break these highs. And again, this trade is counter trend, so I will keep my risk low here. Okay. And again, um, when you're going counter trend, you're really not expecting to hold a trade for a long time, which is why you see me adding, because I really want to take it up here to these resistances, this resistance level. from the pre-market if price can make it back up there. So because buyers and sellers are definitely going at it right now. 15-minute did close bullish above the level, but the current candle opened with no bottom wick. Let's see if we can break these highs and continue to push up and fill this clean traffic to the left. And again, if not, that's okay. We'll be back here tomorrow. We've been here for about an hour and 30 minutes. Okay. And the price don't seem like it wanna go on me. Okay, we gotta push up. Trying to see if we can break these 1 hour highs with this clean candle here to the left. And the only reason I'm in these buys again because sellers stepped in strong, broke this pre-market low, but a support was formed, meaning buyers had held this level. So I want to see if buyers want to push up and retest this resistance. If not, it's all probabilities. It is all probabilities. 13 minutes for this 1 hour counter to close. And again, we break these highs. I'm going to add a little bit more. And I had to enter the position because my edge appeared. Got about 12 minutes, 12 minutes for this 1 hour counter to close. We almost broke that high. We're trying to. Managed to break the high. Take a photo. All right. So we take a little profit. So again, we are counter trend. Let's see if we can retest this pre-market high. Good trade, good trade. I'm gonna take a little more. Let's see if we can get price to keep pushing up. All right, 30 minute. Like we want to retest this resistance. All right. Mhm. All right, see money, take money in this environment. All right, great trade. First, price on a retest stuff. Okay, good trade, good trade. And it's not a good trade because we won. It's a good trade because we followed our plan. All right, we added, took a little bit of profit. Let's see if we can get price to move up these last 9 minutes of this 30-minute candle. All right, we can break the trade down. Okay. And you see how marking my levels up just a tad bit differently makes it more simpler for me to enter the market with more conviction. All right, long story short, we had a bearish bias on the day due to the previous daily candle closure. Okay. We've seen a seller step in strong off the open, even close below, okay, this pre-market support. So we made a navigation zone and we waited patiently. This next candle made a support. And if we can see here to the left, when price make a support over here, it could possibly push up. Okay. And you never know, we just judge it off probabilities. All right. So this is considered an onion play. Now remember my pre-market notes, I said I'm not taking the breakout. I will take a pullback though. All right. For price to come retest the resistance. As a matter of fact, let's see here. Yeah, I think we see it right here. You see? No breakout buys for me today. Okay. I will wait for a pullback to retest a resistance at 9:05 a.m. All right. What's today? Tuesday? I really do want to see if we retest this pre-market high. I got my stop loss at break even. Like I said, counter trend trades are not meant to be held long. You see, we retested this resistance and we are pulling back. I got a runner. That's why you heard me adding aggressively and taking profit. To be honest, I want price to actually stay above here. You see this level right here? I want price to stay above here if we're gonna continue to push up. All right, we get back below there, I will exit this trade. All right, thank you guys again for all the support. Dun. All right, this video has been like an hour and 40 minutes. Like I said before, I don't want to make these videos too long. I want you guys to actually watch them. So I went over the trade. I went over why I went in it, why I entered the market, excuse me. I could do it again. Um, Again, we had a bearish bias started on the daily time frame. As you can see, the daily candle has flipped bullish and broke its own highs, all right, which is a good sign. Well, the previous candle was bearish. Okay, so we had a bearish bias coming in. All right. Then we went to the 1 hour to get some key levels. All right. And we noticed off the open, the 1 hour made a resistance and pushed straight down to this pre-market support. All right. Sellers closed through it. And if you guys remember, I was looking for sales coming down. But once price planted this support level, I said I will wait for a bottom wick. And if we break these highs, I will enter long because of these clean candles here to the left. Okay. I've taken some profit And now I'm waiting to see if price want to retest this resistance or not with the runner. Okay. Other than that, pretty simple trading day here on this Tuesday. And again, thank you guys again for all the support. Again, YouTube, I moved my stop loss because of this resistance right here. And you're like, Predator Trader, how do you pick random resistances? It's not random, it's the one that led down to this support level, you see? So if we can stay above it, like we did here in the pre-market, we may potentially can come up. But I know sellers are stepping in strong here. As you can see, we keep getting to this resistance and we keep rejecting. So I want the price to somewhat shoot through it, but maybe the next 30-minute candle will give us a bottom wick and keep pushing up. All right. Let's just be patient here and wait on price action. You see how on the 1 hour we slowly coming back down? I really do want to see, because if this 1 hour kind of candle goes bullish, clearly they know that buyers or whatever are going to hold it, and then they know that retail traders are going to enter long. So you got to be positioned correctly for the shakeout. You know what I mean? And position correctly for the fake out. All right. All right. So again, this video is running a little longer. We got about a minute and 40 seconds for this 1 hour counter to close. Again, it looked like it's pulling back to where we did not want it to. But that's okay. All right, because technically price is making a lower high. 1 minute, 1 minute for this 1 hour candle to close. And I'm gonna read this from Trader Tom real quick. It says, adding to winning trades is an absolute key trait of the successful trader. It reinforces correct behavior. It serves as an antidote to the temptation of wanting to take profit. Okay. That is from The Best Loser Wins by Tom Hugard. So that's why you see me adding aggressively some days, and some days I may not add at all. 20 seconds, less than 30 seconds. Did not want price to pull back that hard. 15, 13. Okay. Let's see if this candle open with a bottom wick or top wick. Because again, buyers are above this pre-market level. Trying to work on holding my trades. All right, we open with little to no bottom wick. You see here? Look like we're trying to activate buyers. Yeah. Yeah, look like it's activating buyers here. So I'll ride this up, and when it look like it's about to come back or whatever, I'll probably get out of it because you can see again, price did not close above where I wanted it to. Maybe price come fill the wick. Oh, there's the top wick. All right, maybe price come fill this wick first. Who knows? Let's see here. Let's go to the 4 hour. Okay, the 4 hour is pulling back. Okay, YouTube. I'm not gonna hold you guys here all day. Matter of fact, I might go ahead and get up out of that. Open with no bottom wick. All right. Thanks again, YouTube, for all the support. I really hope you guys got some value from today's video. I love you guys. God bless. I am the Pray the Trader TPT Concepts. I'll be back tomorrow.